What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan. I'm BMX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a market analysis for the Digimon TCG like we always do every Friday, and happy release day for EX8 Chain of Liberation. We're going to be talking about Chain of Liberation prices. Pretty much going to be the bulk of this video, but we're going to start out with some tournament stuff. We're going to talk about Nationals cards, Nationals pricing, as well as some of the pricing on the cards that took Nationals, which was 7 Demon Lords. That was the top deck. First place went to Onion, and so we're going to talk about some of the cards in that deck that are probably exploding right now due to the win from Nationals. But we're going to get into it here. We're going to talk about these championship cards first. Hey, if you enjoyed this type of video, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. We're probably going to have our EX8 boxes soon. We had to switch stores, so unfortunately that was late notice because our current store is having some issues and doesn't look like it's going to be able to get us our boxes. So I was able to get 6 boxes out of another store, and that's going to be coming hopefully today, if not, Monday. Like I said, I'm on Vancouver Island, so sometimes if people choose the slow courier, it takes an extra day because it's got to get, across the pond. Otherwise, I'm hoping I'll have 6 boxes today, and then another 2 on Monday from out east. If not, it's all going to be coming kind of Monday, Tuesday-ish, so we'll have it early next week, which is what I'm hoping is to have the bulk of it today. But sometimes you get unlucky, so we'll get into that as soon as we can. We'll do those box openings and then start doing deck profiles for EX8 format. Getting into this though, looking at sorry we don't have the pictures yet, but looking this right here, all this stuff without pictures is the most of it's the 2024 right here. Packs. So we see got Soul Lugermon $40, 28 Mother D Reaper, 23 for Hellugar, 18 for Agumon, Gabumons 17, Numamons 18, Monzumons 15. That's probably one of the cheapest ones. And then we got what is it here? Analog Youth 19. That one actually went down quite a bit because people, I think, were pricing that quite highly. But now these prices have actually started to mellow out. None of this seems terribly bad, but it's the process of getting it is the hard part. Now that people sold this really highly as soon as they got it, and now the prices actually have started to cool down. But now you're going to being able to find copies is another thing. That's another thing. So yeah, it's and especially if you had to buy this from somewhere on TCG Player in Canada, you're paying exchange rate, so you're finding this in Canada is even harder. So that's unfortunate, but we'll have to wait and see how things go. Maybe somebody you can be able to get these from people in Canada, and then you can get them for these prices. Most likely you're going to be paying converted, so it's going to be even more expensive than that. So it sucks to be Canadian. You can see the other ones from last year. They've kind of been chilling out here at not terrible prices. But again, it's all about getting them. That's the hard part. So that's what we got for that pack, for the Tamers pack. Then we have the gold stamp set. Platinum Numamon $70 to $100, Sakuyamon $100, Imperialmon $80, Royal Knights of the Purge $90, Fenrilugamon $100, Digimon Emperor $100. All those cards. Is that it? It's just the 6 of them. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the pack right there, and that's for the top end. Again, same thing like last year. Luckily, none of those cards were interesting because we had those as alternate arts from one of the tournament kits. So it was like whatever, gold stamp. But definitely this one set was a lot more interesting with cards like Sakuyamon and Platinum Numamon that didn't really have alts of their own. Some things that you could go wish away, like some of these, because they've already had reprints that were easier to pick up. So, but definitely these ones, and that's why they're the $100 ones basically, because that's the only alt print of them. So unfortunately, those ones are going to be really sought after. So that's where people are making their money. Anyone who got into like the top bracket, I believe it was top 32. Maybe it was top 16. Got at least one of these packs. So yeah, congratulations to those people. Those are money cards right there. Another thing we're gonna look at here, we got our store tournament here. You got your highest price cards being Close and Galemon, which is bad, $10 for the winter versions, $6 for Landramon, and then everything else is actually pretty cheap, $5, $5. They're all actually pretty cheap. I believe that's it. Yeah, six. It's usually just 6 cards. That was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. For some reason I thought there was 2 more cards in the set, but maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I guess only 6 this time around. So yeah, very cheap already, especially when I consider these ones to be more beneficial to decks than some of the other ones, but that's just my opinion on that. But yeah, that's the tournament volume 2025 volume 1, January to March. So we're already seeing that those prices have kind of fallen down. And that's just, like I said, that's the winter cards. So that's the high foil versions. The other stuff's going to be a lot cheaper. You see, we got Close here for half the price. Some of them don't change too much in price depending on how useful they are. We have Ogudamon because, like I said, 7 Demon Lords did win Nationals, so it's coming up a little bit, but still pretty cheap card for just, and that's the alt, $16. But the ones that are expensive are, of course, Lucemon Chaos Mode, $60. Like always, $50 to $60 is kind of where it's been staying for the longest time. I think this is going to change the price. The super rares, like half this is like $30 to $40. So both are expensive, and you need 4 copies of this. You need 4 copies of this. This one, of course, is a lot cheaper than a rare because the Lucemon Chaosmon is a super. But it's gone back up here, especially with Beelzemon support. It was sitting around 40. It's kind of climbed back up to 50. And yeah, it'll stay there for a while. The Levios, they kind of sticking around where they are, $20 for this one, $25 for this one, this one being pretty cheap. But another card that you have to play multiple copies in the deck because they're like the dogs of the 7 Demon Lords, as people said. So they kind of stick where they are. Those are just some of the cards. The other card was in the deck list that was a very popular card right now is the Shoto Kazuma that everyone wants to use in everything except for the Vortex Warriors deck, just because of the fact that it doesn't specify color and it makes something of yours blocker and piercing at the end of the turn. So it's pretty good. So yeah, that's $30. It hasn't really changed. It's an expensive card, but even the fact that it was in the deck didn't really make a difference. It's just been kind of coasting there for a while, just because it's such a good card. Such a good card. Needs to get errated because Mother is stupid. And now here on to the main section here. We're going to be talking about EX8. This is release day prices here. You can see here we got our low pull rates, starting with the best low pull rate, which is Gallantmon, $640 to $550. Melcedramon bringing up the rear here. I know this isn't all of them because sometimes they just get listed in the back, so we'll go find them. But looking at Melcedramon, $360. Hopefully I don't pull this one. I'm gonna be sad panda. If I said because this one's like only 130, this is the one we're gonna pull. Is the Hercules Kabuterimon. It would be so nice to pull either one of these. Then we get into some of the regular cards. Alt for Gallant is $80, and the alt for Medieval sitting around $70. So those have gone down quite a bit, like $20 since release. I know this one here market's about $88, but if you can get someone who's nice, they'll give it to you for $80. And then Gallant regular arts, $65 and $45. So those have come down quite a bit. Then we got into our other stuff. These have both come down. These were around $40. They're kind of dropping now, $35, $30. I expect these to stay for a little while like this. Some of these might actually go up back up to 40, but this is what they're come down to. This card has actually stayed up quite a bit. It was pretty much around the same thing the last couple days I've been checking it, so it really hasn't fallen, which is surprising. Luckily, I actually managed to get 2 of these for 20. I don't know how I did that. But Ryotaro's come down. He was around 23, and he's dropped down below 20. Close is kind of staying up at that $25 mark where it is. The Suzune's come down a bit. Same with Scottymon. These have all come down. These were all around $20 cards. This is kind of staying where it was, around $15. I'm surprising that's so low. And the same with Dynomon's come down about $5. Justymon, another thing that's come down about $5-7. It was around the $20 mark. Finally seeing prices for like things like that, $10. That's gone up a little bit. It was around $10. That is stupid. That is one of those things. This happened with the heavy metal Dramon cards. I don't know why it's always red purple cards in the last set. Stupid prices, and so just ignore that, because that is what it should be. This is someone being dumb and trying to flood the market and make a massive profit off of hype and FOMO if you're missing out. So that will get corrected, but someone's being an asshole. Someone's being an asshole. Tyrannomon being the best promo card. Tyrannomon X-Antibody, 1050. I expect that to go down, as more copies hit the market. Then everything else is just like bolt out on $10. And I mean, most of that stuff hasn't been changing, but it's already super cheap to begin with. $10. Now that's the highest priced regular super rare is him at $10, which is hilarious because it's only like barely double the price. You got all these nice foils. They're kind of sitting around $10. Sunriza, all Aegis Tremont, all $10. Then things start coming down here. So everything's priced pretty cheaply, $6. Barbamon alternate art, $4. It's just hilarious. And then you got your next super here at regular Dynomon. It's just, this set's cheap. Like, there's a few good money cards, basically the secrets. So you hope you pull the secrets. Yeah, Lobomon, it was like 10. It's been cut in half. Regular Sukuyomon's $5. The supers aren't worth a dang, but that's nothing new. But like everything else is super cheap. Super cheap. Yeah, most of the box toppers, super cheap. And most of the foil versions, super cheap. We do want to go through this just to kind of find those other low pull rate cards and see how they're doing. Most of the Barbamon Supers, 33 cents. Ugh. And some of this stuff might come back up again, especially as it gets harder and harder to find. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we can get our foil cards like we usually do. There we go. Here's the other one. So the other two we were missing. 600. This is another good one. If you can get either one of the secrets, you're laughing. $600, $150 for Piedmon. So you kind of want to avoid the ace cards. The ace cards aren't the greatest. Because if we come back here, the two aces other than Melcedramon, all right. But if you can pull either the Gallant or the Medieval Gallant, you're laughing. It has a low pull rate. So we're gonna be hoping for some good stuff, and we're gonna watch as we cry and open bad stuff, or none at all, because we didn't get a single low pull rate from the 12 boxes of 2.0. Of course, we got it very late in the game, and we got it from two different sources because we couldn't get all our boxes. But I mean, heck, I got two different sources in EX6, and I pulled two low pull rate, Mastymon from two different sources. 3 boxes from one place, 5 from another. 2 Mastymons. I luckily pulled a low pull rate back in EX7. I can't remember what it was. It was the low pull rate Beelstar X-Antibody. Or no, Beelstar Ace? It was one of the two. One of the Beelstars was the low pull rate, which was lucky because it was a very good card. I was able to sell that for a decent price. So we'll see how we do with EX8. I'm hoping to pull a low pull rate. It helps pay for like half the boxes, usually, if you pull a good one like one of these. So we'll see if we get lucky. Hopefully we get our stuff soon before the prices start crashing even more. But yeah, that is EX8 so far. Some things looking really good, some things not so much, like that. But other than that, everything else looks pretty decent. These look pretty decent. Like I said, I figured Sakuya was going to be up there around 30, 40, but everything else is pretty low, honestly. Everything is almost below 20 after that. And then, of course, you got your secrets. So hopefully, I don't know what the pull rate for a regular secret is versus, how often you get these alternate arts. So I'm hoping we get some secrets in the set, alternate art. Otherwise, hopefully pull some of these. That would be very nice. But looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you, as always, for joining us for these market analyses. We love to do them. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.